Welcome to Same Difference, a a show largely built off of conflict, and this live is built off of conflict because I wanted to cancel it. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't got shit to talk about today. There's no trending topic right now that I give a fuck about necessarily, or that there's enough meat to for me to have like ongoing conversation about. You know what I'm saying? Like I called this nigga about an hour ago. It was like, hey, bro, I ain't got shit for today. I don't think we should go live. Then we should just cancel this week, go live next week. No, nigga, we got a schedule. I think we should go. The people they expect us to go live. We should go live. Like, hey, nigga, I ain't gonna have shit to talk about. I ain't got nothing to say. We just gonna be on here staring at each other. Nah, bro, we should go live, bro. We should do it, nigga. It'll be fine. Nigga, we'll figure it out. We just have conversation. It'll flow. So here we are, nigga. We live. Y'all have Sean to thank for this live, and if it sucks, I'm deleting it from my fucking page.
Yes, I believe that we can go live and still have a conversation and be entertaining. I didn't feel that, an hour before showtime that we should cancel the live. I figured people might have been waiting on it, whether we had a hook or not. So, and I believe, like I said, I believe we're entertaining enough to keep the conversation going. I don't know why he doesn't feel that way, but I believe it is. So I believe we can have a more interactive
conversation, nigga. If we're having a conversation, I feel like certain conversations, yes, can be entertaining, but nigga, a conversation where one person is saying, I ain't got shit to say. I don't know how entertaining that can be. Sean, man, where you been, bro? Like, yeah, we watching Beyond the Villa. I done already dropped 2 reviews on that shit.
I'm working on my
nigga. Your notifications ain't turned on for your boy. You should see my my reviews popping up. But yeah, no, I already dropped 2 reviews. Sean said that he is going to drop reviews, but I ain't seen them. But he wanted to go live today with no topic, so here we are. Nigga. I feel like you could be dropping videos right now, nigga. But
I am gonna still work on the videos. But like I said, we had this live playing, so I figured we should do it. And like I said, I figure it can be more interactive. We get a lot of comments that we don't always get to see because we're focused on our topic.
And then the problem with that though is you're counting on the comment section jumping with no subject matter. Now, a lot of times people end up in the comment section because there's something that we're talking about that gets the conversation going. Nigga, we ain't talking about shit. What comments are we expecting to come in?
It could be any kind of comments.
So do you not want to talk about Beyond the Villa because you haven't dropped your videos yet? Because ISIS is asking about Amaya's rap career. What are your thoughts on Amaya's rap career?
I mean, trash, but that's about the best I can say about that. But like I said, I didn't plan on talking about Beyond the Villa because I do plan on still dropping my reviews.
Well, nigga, fuck your plans, nigga, because I didn't plan on doing this live right now with no fucking subject matter. So I guess we talking about Beyond the Villa, nigga. So
tell me, we can talk about
why
whatever.
Why do you think Amaya's music is trash? Break that down for me, nigga.
I mean, she can barely talk, so rapping is wild.
Hey, not being able to talk or use English properly is not a prerequisite for rap. Nigga, you better your system better not fuck up today, nigga. I swear to God.
Can you still hear me? I don't know why my camera just went off.
It better find its way back on. I will leave this fucking.
Hold on, nigga, real quick. I think I gotta go out and come back in.
Don't drag me into this shit, and your shit don't even work. And now I'm sitting up here by myself talking to y'all with nothing to talk about. And this because this nigga want to have a live with no subject matter, and this fucking system don't even work. I also think that Pepe hate is forced. They doing too much, especially Hannah. Yeah, I mean Hannah is in her feelings. Obviously, Hannah like Pepe. That's my opinion. I think Hannah like Pepe. I think Hannah mad because Pepe got with ISIS. It was in them guts right after he was in her guts. Then he ended up doing ISIS dirty, and now he don't want to be with Hannah. I don't know.
I'm back, nigga.
All right.
What I missed?
we talking about the whole Pepe situation, nigga, and Hannah doing too much behind Pepe. What are your thoughts, nigga? Are
Yeah,
you on
nah.
ISIS and Hannah's side, or you on Pepe's side? You
I'm
usually
definitely
on
on Pepe's side.
not
Hey,
not
hey.
surprised. Not surprised.
What, you on Hannah and Iris's side?
Okay. I won't say that I'm on Hannah and Iris's side necessarily because I do think Hannah is doing too much because I don't think it's that serious. I am all right. I'm like this. I believe that Pepe said the things that they're saying that Pepe said, and for right now, I'm believing TJ and Grayson and those things not being true. Now we haven't heard Pepe directly address the rumors or whatever. We haven't heard him directly address the lies he's accused of telling. So I don't know what will come of that necessarily, and maybe that'll change my opinion if he has like actual receipts to back up the
Mhm.
things that he was asserting. But he said that Grayson and TJ were sleeping together, which would make sense. You know what I'm saying? If TJ is seeing, Iris, getting drilled by Pepe on Love Island, he might want to do something himself. So that would make sense.
Mhm.
But they're both denying that ever happened. And then he also said, "Nigga, you better not be frozen."
No, I'm not.
All right, now you froze for a second. He also said that TJ told him that Iris gave him head when they met up after the show. And we haven't heard him address that. So all we hear Pepe saying is he didn't cheat and that the rumors about him cheating are false, but we haven't heard him directly address the lies. He just says that I didn't cheat and everything else is in the past and they moved on. They should be happy. I moved on. He's just trying to move on and bury it, not necessarily talk about it, but I don't know.
I mean, now, okay. As far if those are lies, then yeah, I get it. But as far as just the interactions, like I consider, like, to me, Pepe's handling it like a real nigga. And like he went to go shake TJ's hand or whatever, and also, just so y'all know, I haven't watched episode 2 because I'm working on my review for episode 1. So this is all I have is knowledge of episode 1. But nah, I don't like the way that they're handling it. You know what I'm saying? To me, TJ's acting like a little punk by, not wanting to shake his hand or whatever. Like, if you have an issue with a dude, then walk up and say something to him. You know what I mean? Like, all that talking behind the back and the cackling that the girls was doing at the table. Like, yeah, Hannah went up and said something, but she said it completely out of pocket. And to me, nobody really cared about it. It didn't affect the situation in any way to me. So I think if somebody wants to have a conversation with Pepe about it, then they should walk up and have a conversation with him about it. If he doesn't, want to go and initiate the conversation, I can understand that too. So, I mean, right now I don't have a problem with Pepe, but I would have a problem with the way that Hannah approached the situation, walked up, calling him a pussy and all that. Hey, I'd have went off on her. And I believe Pepe wanted to go off on her too. Hey, she's starting drama where it didn't need to be no drama.
All right, so let's say somebody is lying on your name.
Mm-hmm.
So you with this girl who you really like, and her ex is saying, well, you find out that while her ex was still with her, he was lying. Let's just assume it was a lie. He was lying, saying that you were sleeping with somebody else that she knows, and then turns around and tells her also that you told him that she gave you head when y'all met up and they were still together. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's two separate lies that he's being accused of telling directly on TJ and also on Iris and Grayson, right? So that same person that said those lies about you is at a gathering that you're at. They walk up to you and stick their hand out for you to shake it. You're shaking that hand.
No, I'm gonna initiate the conversation. Like, I'd
No,
have
no, 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 no,
initiated
no,
the
no,
conversation
not,
before.
no, no. I'm not. I just answer the question. They stick their hand out to shake it. you're gonna shake that hand.
I'm probably still gonna shake their hand, but me personally, I would have initiated the conversation previous to them walking up to me. But if I didn't and they walked up to me to shake my hand, I'm gonna shake their hand and immediately initiate the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what was that shit you was speaking on my name?"
yeah,
And let him answer.
ain't gonna be no handshaking, nigga. Like we're not making physical contact. And the thing is that there probably already has been some conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's denied it to him before. You know what I mean? I don't think it's
They said they hadn't talked.
at all.
Yeah,
So
they said
so
they hadn't
since
talked
it
at
was
all.
said,
Like
nobody has said anything.
Pepe was talking about how he only seen, what TJ was posting on social media. I mean, from what I understood from the way Pepe was talking, he didn't know that if there was beef or not. So I think all the stuff we hear TJ and Iris talking about, nobody has expressed this to Pepe. You know what I mean? Because it's what it sounded like to me in the beginning of the episode. Like Pepe had no clue that there was beef. He said that there could be beef, and if there was, then whatever. But he doesn't know that there's beef. So as a man, I believe you should have approached him and told him that there's beef.
I mean, I don't know. There's a couple ways you can handle that. Because if somebody is out there blatantly lying on your name, then that's not somebody I ever want to reconcile with.
I can reconcile with it. Are you froze? Did he just freeze? All right. Let me see some of these comments. Yeah, I can agree with that. If that's true, if he is lying, which, and it's a thing with lying and just having the wrong information. If somebody told him this and he believed it, then he all he did was continue to spread the rumor. So I wouldn't be too mad at that. But I mean, like we need answers on whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, me personally, I'd have went off on Hannah right there in front of the cameras. I'd have lost my shit with the way she approached. You think so? I don't know. I think he can handle the heat. To me, I think Pepe is the type that when he loses his shit, he wants to fight, and I think that's part of the reason why he tried to keep his cool. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what that last comment means. But yeah, I don't know. If it was me, I would think that, you know, if I was TJ, I would have approached him straight up as a man and told him what I heard and asked him what he had to say about it. And I'd have just let it go from there. But the way that they just sat in the background, not saying nothing, it seems like a bitch move to me. Which, I mean, I can understand. If I was TJ, I probably wouldn't want no smoke with Pepe either. You know, and I think Iris knows that. Iris don't want her man to get beat up, which is why I think that Hannah was the only one that went up and said something, because they were never gonna say nothing. And I mean, talking about going and saying hi and all that. When Pepe walked in, they immediately, went on with the giggling and then went and sat at a separate table. Like, it was obvious that they didn't want to talk to Pepe. So if I was Pepe, I wouldn't have walked up and said nothing to him either. Hey, to me, that would have been him trying to start drama. But, instead, Hannah ended up starting the drama. I'm not sure if I Be Chilling is actually gonna come back. I don't know why he didn't think that we couldn't do it live. What do y'all think? Do y'all think the only way that we should go live is if we have a specific topic, or do y'all think that we can do an interactive live where we sit and we go off of the comments? I believe, I don't know. Hey, we have, a few people that come in and watch and comment with us. So I feel like talking to the chat is still a good live, but he doesn't seem to believe that. Therefore, like I said, I don't know if he's actually going to come back or not. Hopefully he does. And that's what I was saying. I mean, I know, like he said, there's not really anything going on that he really wanted to talk about. I truly believe that he just like he's in one of his asshole moods and don't want to talk. He gets that way sometimes. I appreciate it, Sean. I appreciate that. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna drop my reviews on the first two episodes hopefully soon. I've been working with some new editing software that was way out of my pay grade. So I'm trying to learn some new stuff so I can get back to dropping my videos. Right now I'm watching $1 Million Secret and Beyond the Villa. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how far I'm gonna make it in Beyond the Villa because there's not anyone in this cast that I really like. Y'all know, most of y'all that know from when we watched Love Island, I would prefer Hoodie to be there. Now I know I might be the only one that want Hoodie to be there, but she gives content. She gives me something to talk about. These other people are just, I don't know, they're just boring to me. The drama that they try to start up ain't real drama. You know, Yeah, and like I said, even with this Pepe and TJ situation, if TJ is never going to actually confront him on the situation, then to me, it's not real. So, yeah, that's another thing. I do want to see Ace and Shelly. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Ace, but he provided some substance for the show. So I would like for him to be there. And I don't even know what's up with Nick Landria. Does anybody know if they're still together or not, or if they plan on making any kind of appearances on here? Because I mean, even that would be more entertaining. I'm not mad at Taylor and uh whatever her name is. Like they're still entertaining, but I wouldn't call them main characters per se. Mm, I can understand that. I can understand that. But I mean, she does add the drama factor. You know what I mean? It's a factor of entertainment that I mean I believe is still good television. But I can understand people not wanting to see her. She's been off the rails for quite some times. I Be Chilling should be on his way back soon. Let me see. And that's what I was thinking. And I started seeing how they got all they deals and they doing advertisements and stuff. So I figured they feel like they'd be too big for this Beyond the Villa stuff. Hmm. Yeah, they out there doing it big. So, but I mean, like I said, if they was able to get them, I would still think that it'd be entertaining to have them there. But I understand them out there making their money doing their thing. I also saw in one of the previews that I guess Kayla is gonna be there at some point, which also does not make me happy. Hey, to me, it just seems like they scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to put a show together that I don't even know who all finished that the last season of Beyond the Villa. I know I couldn't finish it. It got way too boring for me. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know about this Beyond the Villa. Like I said, I'm gonna do my reviews and see how far I can get along with it. But I don't think it's gonna be a very entertaining season. What I'm waiting on is a perfect match. I think that's gonna be I think that's gonna be real entertaining. So we'll see what we can get from that. Does anybody know what Ace is doing? I know him and Shelly aren't together, but I haven't seen either one of them doing anything lately. And for some reason, I don't know. I thought Jeremiah was gonna be. And I know it's on. I've only seen the first episode, but I don't know. Jeremiah is kind of boring as well. What? Ace is modeling? Ain't he kind of short for that? What's happening?
Nothing. What you talking about, nigga?
The people who aren't on Beyond the Villa that I wish was there. He back to his dancing. I mean, you know, and that's where his bread and butter was to begin with. So I can understand that. I don't know why he wouldn't have came on the show. Probably just to keep all the hate, but keep all the hate from him. Yeah, yeah, he is awkward, and that's you know I don't know why. I was thinking that maybe he would be entertaining on the show, but so far from what I've seen, it hasn't been entertaining at all. Yeah, yeah. The drama that he had with Huda, I think, was what boosted his fame. Without that, I don't know, he probably wouldn't have done much.
Gotcha. I don't think Jeremiah is awkward or boring. I think Jeremiah is a regular dude. I think he's got a good spirit, good energy. I think he's entertaining. Like even his little interactions with people, he's kind of quirky in the way he talks. Um, kind of can be kind of animated. I think Jeremiah can carry, his own. I don't think he needs Huda to be entertaining. I think that in general, there's not a whole lot of pizzazz in this cast, which is why I think Beyond the Villa is a bit of a struggle franchise. I appreciate that this year they at least put it before the season. I think part of what made last season so anticlimactic is it came after Love Island, and it just there wasn't enough going on, especially coming off of a Love Island season where there's always a bunch of shit going on. It wasn't enough going on in Beyond the Villa itself as a show to carry on its own or to even like remain remotely entertaining. I think this season could run into the same issue. Although I did find episode 2 more entertaining than episode 1, just because episode 2 had less of a Maya focus to it. Because I think too much of Maya just throws it off.
Yeah.
But back to the whole TJ and Pepe situation, and maybe this is I don't know, because while I agree with you in the sense that I would definitely have had a conversation with Pepe, it would have happened prior to this gathering. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have either reached out to him over the phone, or if we're in the same city, reach out to him in person some way. I would have reached out to him to like, hey bro, why you lying on my name? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I would have addressed that with him. So if TJ hasn't had that conversation, okay, I get, you saying that he should have that conversation. But if he has, said to Pepe either through social media, phone, whatever, in one way or another, you're lying on me. I don't appreciate you lying on me, whatever. And then Pepe walks up to him with his hand out, like, bro, like you trying to start something. Like don't walk up to me with your hand out. You out here lying on me. You know what I'm saying? That shit is shady as hell, bro. Like I don't care whether or not TJ has had a conversation with him. The first thing, if you're going to approach TJ after you've been saying all this shit about TJ, then you need to approach him with, hey, let's talk for a second. Obviously we got some shit to talk about. But don't walk up and stick your hand out like we finna be cool and then be talking to camera like TJ's being immature by not shaking your hand. It doesn't make sense to expect somebody who you've been lying on actively to be cordial or want to pretend to be cool with you. Like obviously you're not cool.
Now, do you still consider it lying if it's more of like rumor based? Like if somebody told Pepe that information?
Yeah, I mean, you can apply that to the Grayson situation. Like maybe he heard through the grapevine that TJ and Grayson were sleeping together. But for him to say that TJ told him that Iris cheated on Pepe essentially by giving TJ head when they met up after the show, like that's not ain't no third party involved in that. You're saying that I told you something.
No, wait, it wasn't Iris that gave. I thought she said Hannah gave.
No, I thought he said that. No. From what I remember, and maybe if y'all remember in the comments, say so. But I feel like she said that TJ told her that not that Pepe told her that TJ told him that Iris domed them up when they met up, because they had that whole meet up after the show. You know what I'm saying? Where they got caught on camera hugging or whatever. That was the story that I recall. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but it was that he told her that TJ told him that she essentially cheated on him with TJ. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no third party involved in that. If you said that shit, you lied on my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like, the whole handshake thing was bullshit. But no, I do find Jeremiah entertaining on his own. I think, and that's just part of why I liked him on the show. Like even, the Huda was involved in that. His reactions to some of the things the Huda would do and say were funny. Like I think Jeremiah is like a naturally funny dude because he is kind of quirky. I guess you can call that awkward in some ways. He's a quirky guy, but I do think he has enough personality to be entertaining on his own. But
he might. I'm not seeing it right now, but he might.
I mean, he's not really the focus of the show either. You know what I'm saying?
I know I wanted to talk about this. I don't think that would I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Jeremiah would even try to approach her anymore. She been out in these streets.
She been in the streets. Like he saw her on Love Island games. Like what if he wants to have another Love Island experience? You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a relationship if you're gonna go on another season. So I think that's part of it. If he's staying available, he might have, his eyes on another Love Island appearance, whether it's the USA version, whether it's games, whether it's UK, because now they do all this crossover shit now. Like what if he popped up on Love Island UK this summer? Like that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? For him to pop up in that villa overseas.
Yeah, as a bombshell or something.
That I would see him as a bombshell in the UK version. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. So he might have some shit like that in the works. So that I think there are reasons, legitimate reasons, for him to not want to settle down with Andreina. In addition to, I don't know what the girl does. I feel like her profession was listed, but I'm not. Look, there just may be there may be a bit of a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of want when you're talking about a relationship, you kind of want somebody that's on your level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're on the same level. Like Jeremiah is kind of a nerd bookworm, and she may be too. She just may be one of those like, book sense with not as much like street sense, type sense. But no, I don't know. I like Andreina, so that's why I'm being careful with how I say this, because I do think that some of it is editing. And I think she's just as genuinely like a joyful, like happy person. So sometimes like jolly people can come off a little ditzy or whatever. And I'm not saying that she is ditzy, but if there is some of that to it, and Jeremiah being who he is, maybe that's just not his speed. I don't know. And he appreciates her more as a friend, and he knows that it can't go beyond friendship. But I mean, I respect the fact that although he knows that she's, she would be down, that he's not willing to break that barrier with her. If he knows that he can't be serious with her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it would be hard to recover the friendship after that point.
Yeah, I don't know. I think him seeing her out in the real world probably proved that they're probably not compatible.
And
And me,
Sean, and hold on, let me address Sean's comment real quick. That was in the show though, bro. Like you got to keep in mind, on Love Island, you literally have to be in a couple. So whether or not you have reservations for a person or not, if that's the person that you're most aligned with or the person that you have the closest connection with in the villa, your reservations don't matter on Love Island. You got to be in a couple with that person. So you got to give him a shot. Like you got to give somebody a shot, or you're not going to be on the show. So I don't know if we can really count his dealings with Huda or his patience with Huda on the show itself as an indication of how he operates in the real world. I think we're seeing now more so how he operates in the real world. I think Jeremiah is the type that he's used to being around girls. He has sisters. He grew up with girls. He's comfortable communicating with girls. But the key thing with him is he doesn't seem to have a whole lot of he doesn't seem to operate too much in misogyny. He doesn't seem to be too poisoned by patriarchy. I think he's able to see and respect women just on the basis of who they are as people, more so than whether or not he's attracted to them. And he can have relationships that are platonic, and he respects those relationships, which I appreciate seeing from a contestant from Love Island. Like we typically don't see, especially like younger black men who are able to have such healthy platonic relationships with women and be so, openly respectful and guarding and what's the word, protective of those relationships. Now, granted, I am a Jeremiah fan, so maybe I have rose-colored glasses when it comes to him, and I make a lot of maybe I make excuses for him. Maybe I'm just always looking at the bright side when it comes to him because I feel like he was done so dirty on this season. But I just feel like there's no evidence that that he has a malicious bone in his body when it comes to these situations. So I think he's being as genuine as possible with Angelina. And maybe it's just not the time. Maybe after he goes on another season of Love Island, whatever, or some other show, and or maybe just after he's done experiencing the trappings of fame. Because, like I was saying in my review, man, like coming on this show is a different kind of attention. Them DMs looking way different, even for him than
yeah.
before. So
And
that's a
I
that's a that's a
think,
lot. That's a lot to ignore. You know what I'm saying? And hop into a commitment. Like you literally got everything coming at you. You might want to be open to it for a little while. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I think of from what I've seen of their lifestyle outside the villa, I think Brian and Andrina should have worked out. They both stay in the club. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I know they said they didn't have much conversation, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I
they ain't
think
got shit.
they're
They
a
ain't got
lot
shit to talk
more.
about, bro. And
I
then
think they're a lot more aligned than they
no,
claim to be. You don't
I
think
I,
so?
I don't think so. Because if they were, then they would be.
I
I,
don't think
I'm
Brian really wanted to be with anybody.
no, I
Hey,
don't think he does either. I think Brian he's appreciating even on his level. You know what I'm saying, with the hate that he's receiving right now. There's still he's still famous, quote unquote, from being on the show. So there's still a level of attention that he's receiving.
yeah,
So, but Brian at least I think is, well, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say he's more self aware. I think Jeremiah has displayed way more self awareness.
yeah.
But
Man, what the hell?
yeah. See, all these issues we having is because we weren't supposed to go live today.
Bro, I don't know what the hell is this. I don't know why this keeps happening. For some reason, I think I need to plug my camera into something else.
No, you need to listen to me when I say, "Hey, bro, we ain't got shit to talk about today. I think we should cancel the live." That's what you should do.
Hold on, nigga. Let me go out, nigga.
You finna leave and come back? Ah, fuck.
I don't know how to get it back on otherwise.
Hurry up, nigga. All right, y'all stuck with me alone for a second. In not a bad mood. I'm just slightly annoyed. But yeah, so that's it for Beyond the Villa. It ain't shit else going on. I ain't gonna talk about episode 2 since he hadn't even watched episode 2 yet. If y'all have anything else you want us to talk about, though, just slide it in the comments and I'll bring it up. He has about 2 minutes to get back in here, or this live will end. Unless y'all tell me some new stuff y'all want to talk about. Let's see. It's not an attitude, Sasha. I don't think I have an attitude. I just I don't like being unprepared. That's the thing. Like I'm a very like I can't even say that because the organization is not my strength necessarily. I am pretty spontaneous, but even in my spontaneity, I like to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? I like to have like some sort of plan. But we literally came in here with no plan whatsoever, and I was trying very hard to get him to agree with not doing this. Yeah. So basically, Sasha, the background is I tried to cancel this live because we ain't had shit to talk about. There weren't any hot topics that I really cared to come on live and discuss. Like the things that have really been on my feed this week, for instance, the whole Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini story from the NFL. A lot of y'all don't watch football, so a lot of y'all don't give a fuck about Mike Vrabel or even know who Mike Vrabel is. So what are we gonna talk about there? And then that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for Love Island to come out. I did just recently start a new workout regimen. I have been out of the gym for over a year. Yeah, it had been well over a year since I worked out. So got back into that. So everything's sore right now, but excited about that, I guess. But that's it. See, that's why I want to go live today. And now this nigga ain't even back yet. So we had 37 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna give it until it's 2:59 Central Time right now. I'll give it till 3:01. If this nigga ain't back in here by 3:01, I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna watch this back. And if it sucks, shit. There you go. I was almost out of here, nigga.
I don't know what the hell is going on with my camera.
Nigga, your camera is on the same type of time I'm on. Nigga.
I don't understand, bro. We still got people in the live. We do.
All right, well, carry the conversation then. Next subject. I'm done with Beyond the Villa. You can't talk about episode 2, so we ain't got nothing else to talk about with that. So let's go on to the next subject. What you got?
What I miss in the comments?
Nothing. Know what you got?
I don't know, nigga. You not watching $1 Million Secret, huh?
I stopped watching after they got rid of the nigga for saying nigga shit. I didn't appreciate them. I didn't appreciate them playing with us like that. I thought that shit was blatantly racist.
Outrageous. That must be on episode 2. I ain't watched episode 2 yet. I just finished my review for episode 1. Oh man.
So we can't talk about $1 Million Secret. Ain't shit else to talk about with Beyond the Villa. Y'all don't give a fuck about Mike Vrabel.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, so.
But I'm sure you can explain it. Is it interesting?
No, it's not. It's not interesting. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. It's an NFL coach having an affair with a reporter, nigga. Like, I don't really care. Like,
is that illegal?
It's not illegal. It's not against the law, nigga, but it's definitely unethical, and I'm sure it's against the rules of journalism, which is why she's no longer with her publication. Yeah. So her career is the only thing that's gonna suffer from this. Like, he's gonna be fine because he's an NFL coach. And he was just in the Super Bowl last year. Them niggas don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he can kind of do what he wants.
Yeah, yeah.
What-
I'm not Stonewall.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I was transparent before this live even started. I was transparent about not having nothing to talk about. So I'm waiting for this nigga to get the conversation going. You say, hey, it don't matter, nigga. We can just come in here and talk, and the shit'll just go and be entertaining. So let's go. Let's be entertaining.
Yeah. Let's see. What else can we talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know, niggas. All kinds of stuff.
You can pick something.
What's tomorrow's live about?
Nigga, tomorrow is Tales from the Cliff. It's the continuation of your last story, but we ain't talking about that right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's tomorrow night.
Oh goodness. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I've been working on these reviews, trying to learn this new software all week, and I ain't been on TikTok. I ain't really been too much.
Hey, don't listen. Sean is a classic procrastinator. This nigga been bullshitting.
Bro, what the
Talking
hell?
about he got this nigga told me he had 5 videos he was working on. Come to find out, you had 2 videos you was working on, apparently, because you ain't even watched the rest of the episode, so you ain't started on these
no, because that's
other
what I'm saying.
videos.
I don't want to miss it. I don't want to go past the review that I'm working on because I
Right,
don't
nigga.
want.
So you ain't working on 5 videos. You've been
I
bullshitting with
know
2
I
of them.
have 5 videos to drop. I got 3 episodes of $1 Million Secret and 2 episodes of Beyond the Villa. So that's
But
working on 5.
as far as what you've worked on so far, you've worked on 2 videos.
Yeah. But that's not procrastinating. Like I said, I had to learn a whole new software. So I've
Nigga,
been working.
have
It's not
is it
procrastinating when
unlike
you're.
any other software you've ever used before, my nigga?
It has some extra shit to it. I mean, you know
Because
what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
I couldn't even do my own thumbnails with what I was using before. And so I had to learn the whole thumbnail. Like, I don't know if you seen my thumbnail that I got for the video I just posted, but it's trash.
no, I
Because I
haven't
just
seen.
learned.
I haven't been like on YouTube. I haven't been just chilling, nigga, because I'm doing an unnecessary live right now, so I can't just just chill, nigga. But yeah. So these nigga said he's gonna all these videos. Well, I didn't know you dropped one though. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Are you frozen again? Nah, nah, nah. We not doing this no more. Hey, tune in tomorrow night for Tales from the Cliff, and we'll get the rest of Sean's wild ass story from last week. I'm sure this should be great.
I'm back. Yeah, so clearly I Be Chilling is not gonna come back. Uh all in all, I still think it was a decent live. He might delete it off his channel, but it'll still be on my channel. Uh Wait, hold on. Yeah. If you're talking about the crash out where she was in the apartment in his baby mom's apartment doing all that crazy stuff, I understand how that seems crazy, but I've dealt with a whole lot of females that did that exact same thing.
Nigga, I told you, I told you to end the live, and then we could talk, nigga.
No, I was just going off that last comment.
What
I
was the
was
last comment?
I mean, yeah, like that crash out was bad, and she is crazy. But I've dealt with a lot of females that would have handled that situation the exact same way. So I kind of think people kind of blew it out of proportion. But you know, I understand it if you're not used to that lifestyle. But you ignore females' calls. If she that type, she will pull up on you, and she will make crazy threats. I don't believe she meant any of those threats. It's just
Are you
things
talking
people
about the
say.
hood of crash out, nigga?
Yeah,
So you're rationalizing that now.
I mean, I'm not rationalizing it. I'm just saying I understand it.
You understand it from what, like, you understand how it can happen, or you understand that reaction?
I understand how it can happen
Okay.
because I'm saying, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many people have dealt with girls like this. I've dealt with plenty of girls that's pulled up. If I ignore their phone calls, they will show up. I mean, I used to be like that.
All right, but you don't think it's wise, right? You don't think people should deal with somebody who does shit like that, right?
I mean, yeah, she needs some help. You know what I mean? But, not everybody can find the help they need. So, it's still therapeutic to get that shit out.
I'm pretty
However,
sure she can find the help she needs, my nigga. Like Hood has got resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, better help is on everybody's computer, my nigga. She can find the help she needs. That's a decision though. She has to think that she has enough of a problem to want to actually work on it. Now we
yeah,
talked about it. We talked about it not that long ago. I was doing therapy for a while. I kind of got away from it. I should go back. I want to go back because I found it quite useful. I think everybody can use therapy. You know what I mean? Like, we all got shit that we haven't really worked through, a process that would probably be healthy to excavate. So
I would love to go to therapy, but it costs money.
yeah, it does cost money, but
Yeah.
a lot of times, you know what I'm saying. I know you haven't, because you were running your own business for a while there, so I know you haven't had like employer benefits for, I don't know, when's the last time you even had employer benefits, my nigga. I feel like you've been independent for
I don't
quite
know
some
that
time.
I don't know that I ever have.
Yeah. So but yeah, and a lot of those packages do include uh therapy and
Hmm.
EAP,
Hmm.
so you can get it through your employer if you choose to go that route. But
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe my next job I have some benefits and can get some therapy. I would love
yeah.
to have somebody to talk to because I know I got issues. But I mean, I know a lot of my issues I kind of want to keep. So I don't even know how that works.
Sean is a sweet guy. Uh K-Rub. He actually is. He actually is.
I try to be. Yeah. And see, I mean, I don't know. I've been called a narcissist a few times in my life, and I don't know if that's a correct diagnosis or not. But I know I have issues. I just don't. Actually, you know what? This comment. I tried this and I don't think it worked out the way I wanted it to. But I mean, right now AI is the only thing I even got to talk to. So
Okay, hold on. Tell me more. What you mean? You tried this and it didn't work out the way you wanted to?
I
What
mean,
did you try? What did you? How did you start the conversation? And why didn't it work out the way you wanted it to?
I mean, it's been a few times just with specific instances in life that I'll go to AI and try to, I guess, get clarity on that moment.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, you know, they'll tell you a few things and then try to refer you to an actual therapist. But
Hey, bro, take me off stage for a second. I need to go get something.
all right. But yeah, I've tried, you know, to do the AI thing, and like I said, it leads you to, uh, you know, telling you that you need therapy or whatever. But I don't think it gave me any decent advice that was going to actually help me. Oh yeah, no, I didn't think you were calling me a narcissist, but I have other people that call me a narcissist quite often. So
So,
that's what I was referring to.
so you reached out to AI and it was like, nah, nigga, go get a therapist.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can't help you with these problems. Nigga. You
As I
need a
said, I
human
mean,
being.
it was certain situations, and like I said, it'll give you, you know, the first few couple of lines of what could be the issue. But and like I said, I for all I know, I could have approached the question completely wrong
Well,
because I've
you
never
have
had
to.
therapy before.
You just gotta prompt it, like, because you can use AI for different things, but you gotta know how to phrase your prompts, right? So, essentially, what you want to do if you're gonna try to see if you can use AI for a therapist. I don't know if you should do this, niggas. I feel like they're gonna extract all this information from you and somehow use it against you, nigga. But if you want to use it, go ahead. But what you essentially want to do is come up with a way to ask it or to tell it that it's going to be your therapist. Like say, like you are my, license, blah blah blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there you can start the conversation. But you have to frame the conversation for AI to let it know how it's supposed to respond to you. Because if you just start talking about yourself or start talking about problems, and then you talk about shit that leads to therapy, then it's going to suggest you go to therapy. But if you tell
Yeah.
it that it's your therapist and then start talking about those problems, then it may give you some useful information. But
See,
at the same time, like typing, I don't know if you're able to really, you know what I'm saying, have the
put the
conversation
emotion in it.
that
Yeah.
you yeah. So you really just need to, you know, see if your next employer has a EAP availability, and then try to get some actual therapy. Now you can
Yeah. I
always
mean, I don't know. I think that if I like, you know, I feel like if somebody knew the questions to ask me to get what needs to be got, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know. You know, my mind works in mysterious ways. So I don't know. I need somebody to kind of probe the information that's needed out because I don't know what information is needed to figure out what's wrong with me. As I said, people done called me a narcissist. People done told me I got autism, ADHD. They say I got everything, but I don't know if I really have any of those things, you know. And I know that there's some kind of issue. I just don't know what it is. So, you know.
and they told him to ask Claude, nigga.
For real. Oh goodness.
Hey, somehow we almost made it to an hour, nigga. I don't think there's any reason to try to stretch too far beyond that, unless you got another topic, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Don't you have a therapist that follows you? She do pro bono work.
You talking about Sasha?
Yeah.
Sasha in the comments. Ask her, nigga. Sean wanna know how much you charge.
That's the problem. I can't pay nothing. I don't know who all knows, but I got a lot of kids and a wife, and that's where all my money goes. I don't have no extra dollars. So I need a therapist that's gonna do pro bono. We can even do it live. I'll let you do it live. We can let the world see my issues.
If you let her write a book about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give you the rights to well, not my biography, because that would be, that's a long book.
Oh
But
shit. So you see what Sean just said there?
the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's still that affordable option. Like, I can't afford no options. That's what I'm saying. I need it free, or it's gonna have to wait until I have extra money.
That 40% off don't mean shit to you right now, honey.
Yeah, nah. Having 8 kids and a wife is a lot of money. So that's, I don't know. I have no affordability. I'm trying to afford basic life necessities, which is why I need y'all to like and subscribe to my channel. Let's say, oh, word. Well, maybe I should check it out if it's based off income, because I don't have no income. Is that like a website or something? What do I go to find that, or do I just look up affordable health care?
I don't know, nigga. Ask Sean.
I keep getting all these calls about like Medicare and Medicaid. I don't know what that means.
All right. And with that, I think it's time to end Sean's experiment for the day.
I still think the experiment went well. I think we had a decent live. I think the people were entertained. So I'm gonna take it as a success. How do you feel?
I'll watch it back and let you know.
Like I said, I agree with the people that commented that you just didn't want to do this.
It's just, but yeah, no, I didn't. But it's not because I just didn't want to do shit. It's because I didn't have shit to say, nigga. I am a quality over quantity person. I'm never gonna just be dropping shit just for the sake of dropping it. If I say something, if I do something, it's because I feel like I can either add value, I can make it entertaining, it's fun, I enjoy it. Like, if there's gotta be like something to it. So I didn't come here with a pissy ass attitude. Like, my whole thing with today was I knew that there weren't any topics that I was necessarily passionate about or interested in. So I just didn't see the value. But if we made somebody smile, then I guess there's always value in that. So I'm grateful to be able to put a smile on somebody's face if we indeed did accomplish that today, and I'll take that as a win. But now you may end the live, sir.
Make sure y'all come back tomorrow for the continuation of Tales from the Clip. It will be interesting. I appreciate y'all.